Good evening. So let's start the session. So today we are going to discuss about package management. So how to install the packages with the help of RPM and as well as with VM. So we'll see. So it's a very important topic. How to install the packages. We'll see now. Okay. Yeah, I'm good, Sachin. How about you? Okay. So how to install the packages? So you can say packages, softwares, so whatever it you want you can say, okay? So here, how we need to install the package. Guys, remember one thing, in RHEL 7.0, in this operating system, so we doesn't have any subscription. We don't have any subscription here, okay? So we don't have any subscription. So without subscription, how we need to install the packages? Now I'm trying to installing few packages now. So using this image file. Okay. So if you having the subscription, you can download any package from the internet. It's very simple using wget command. But here in this operating system, this is our isolated operating system. We doesn't have any subscription into this operating system. So I need to install the packages. So without any subscription, the sense for doing the practical purpose. So we'll have the DVD here. Yes, we'll have this image file. Inside this RHEL 7.0 image file, so we have the packages. So inside the packages, we'll have all 80 to 90% packages will get from this package folder itself only. But it's not updated packages. We'll have the like packages when the like 7.0 it got released at the time versions we have. Okay. So now how to open the DVD, guys, with the help of command mode? Yes. So with the help of CLM mode, how we need to enter into the DVD? So there's an image file. See here. So DVD will have, so the image it got detected on top of the desktop. So by default it will detect. So if you didn't get this image file, so go to virtual machine settings. See here. Right click on top of the virtual machine. Will have removable device. Removable device. CD and DVD will have. And here disconnect and connect. You will have connect option. If you connect this, then you will get the image file on top of the desktop. So how we need to enter into the removable media, guys? How we need to enter into the removable media? Yes. Which command I need to use to enter into the removable media? No, Akhil. So to create a main point, we are going to use /mnt. So removable media, run /run cd /run media. I'm logging as a student user. On top of the student user desktop will have the RHEL 7.0 image. See here. Check the PWD. I'm into run media student. So inside the student will have the image file RHEL 7.0. If you check the list, so we'll have this files and folders inside this image file. That means files and directories will have inside this image file. So see here, if you observe, we'll have the one directory called packages. Inside this packages, we'll have the packages. Okay. So go to CD packages and check the list. So we'll have these many of packages here. Clear, guys? Simple, guys. If you're downloading the any software, by default where it will download into the downloads itself only. For example, I'm trying to installing one software. I was download the software from the internet. So how you're going to install the software into Windows? So we need to go to the particular download location and then we need to double click on top of the particular software file, .exe file, whatever it may be. Then we need to install the packages. Like the same way, I have the packages related to this operating system. So where it got located inside the image file. So inside the image file, we should go first of all. Then we need to install. Then we need to install. How to install the packages? So we have one command called RPM. RPM is a command to install the package. Okay. RPM. RPM full form Red Hat Package Manager. RPM full form Red Hat Package Manager. So with the help of RPM, okay. So with the help of RPM, so we are going to install the packages, okay. With the help of root user guys, okay. So I hope you got it. The help of RPM, we are going to install the packages. How to install the package with RPM? So it's very simple, okay. RPM -IVH. I installation, V verbose, H hash notation. RPM and space I-IVH. I for installation, okay, and V verbose, H hash notation. V and H optional, I is a mandatory, guys. So V verbose, it will print a warning message and hash notations, okay. So finally, we need to provide the package name. So to whom we need to install the package name, we need to provide here. The package, it should into your operating system. You need to download it your operating system. So operating system related services and commands, all the packages it will be available into our image file. Because of that reason, I switch to the image file now. I'm going to execute this command. So inside this image file itself. So let's see here. I'm executing one command called tree. Okay. So tree is a command. So what happened, guys? Bash command, bash tree command not found. That means this package, it's not available into our operating system. So because of that reason, we are unable to execute this tree command. So into RHEL 7.0. So by default, tree command, we doesn't have into RHEL 7.0. So we can able to install the tree command. So let's find the tree command, whether it is available into this packages folder or not. So this is a package directory. I'm trying to verify this tree command. So using ls-l. Yes, we have this tree package and it's RPM, .rpm. That means it's a Red Hat Package Manager file. So how we'll have the .exe files into the Windows? Like the same way, so we have so .rpm file into the Linux, and then I'm trying to installing this .rpm file. Guys, this is package name and it's a version and it's a release date and it's architecture. And it's a file type. .rpm is a file type here, Red Hat Package Manager file. So how to install the package? So very simple. RPM -RPM space -IVH. So installation, verbose and hash notation, and we need to provide the file name. That means package name to whom we need to install. Then hit enter. See here. The package it got installed successfully. Guys, if you didn't provide the V and H option, you won't get this warning message and you won't get this hashtags 100% it got installed. But it will install. It will install, but we won't get this messages. So by default, so I is enough. V and H is optional. If you want, you can give, otherwise you can leave it. Now, how to verify whether the package is installed or not? Okay. So to install the package, install the package. So RPM hyphen IVH as an option, and then we need to provide the package name to whom we need to install. Okay. I need to verify whether the package is installed or not. Okay. So how to verify? RPM hyphen RPM hyphen, okay, Q. Q means query. Okay. Querying the file. So that means querying the package. Whether it got installed or not, we need to check. So Q and then package name. So to query the package. To query the package. Clear? RPM-Q is an option to query the package. Whether the package is installed or not, we need to check. So RPM-Q, then package name is tree. Yes, it got installed. So let's verify tree command. Yes, it got executed. The tree command, it's installed into our operating system. So we can able to execute the tree command here. So I hope you got it, guys. RPM-Q, and then we need to provide the package name. Then hit enter. Yes, it got installed. I'm trying to providing some different package name called HTTP. So what is saying? See, package HTTPD is not installed. That means this package, it is not available into our operating system. It's not installed into our operating system. Okay. RPM-QA query all. Okay, guys. RPM-QA query all. That means how many packages will have into our operating system. Everything we can able to list out. So QA query to query all the packages into our operating system. Okay, to query all. Okay, RPM-QA. So then hit enter. So these many packages will have into our operating system. So I'm trying to filter in few packages from this operating system. How to filter, guys? QA, then grep, then I'm providing the package called tree. Yes, we have this tree package into our list, into our operating system. Okay, so if you want, you can give like this, otherwise you can give directly. So -Q, then tree is a package name. Both are same, guys. So both are same. I hope you're clear. So how to query the package? QA and Q. So QI, RPM-QI, query information. So I'm trying to providing the package name called tree. So we'll get the details related to tree package. The name of the package is tree, version 1.6, and then release date, and then architecture, install date. Okay, today only I was installed, and then group, and the package size, and the version, like license version, GPL version 2. Okay, signature, when it go 2014 onwards, we'll have this tree package, and SHA 2.6 algorithm. So it's a algorithm, and then the package source is RPM. So build date, host, and then these all the details. So from where we downloaded this package, from this URL itself, we got this package. What is the use of this package? So description, the tree utilities recursively. So display the content of the directory in a tree-like format. So this tree is basically a Unix prompt of the dash tree utility. Got it, guys? We'll get all the information related to particular package. RPM-QI query information, and we need to provide the package name. So package. So package name. Okay. To query information. Clear? So we'll get the what download and install. Every package having RPM, otherwise not NORCH. That is what I'm trying to explaining you, Sachin. We need to go to the package DVD. So inside this DVD, we'll have the predefined packages. Because we doesn't have any subscription, you are unable to download the packages from the internet. Got it? This all the packages, HTTP, FTP, DNS, DHCP, everything will have inside our DVD itself only. So go to the DVD. So inside the DVD will have the package folder. Inside the package folder, that means package directory. Inside the package directory will have all the packages. So if you need to install the HTTP server, you can. You need to install the DSFTP server, you can. So please concentrate here, okay? RPM hyphen QL, query list. So query list, and we need to provide the package name. So we need to provide the package name. So let's see here, RPM hyphen QL. And I'm providing the package called tree because I was installed the package called tree, because of that reason I was given the tree package name here. Okay. So query list. So where it got located, tree command, it got located in USR when tree. So related documents, user shared doc, and then lessons information. So readme notes, and then manual page. Got it? So QL and QD both are same. Query documentation. QL query list, QD query documentation. Okay. So let's see here. I'm trying to install in one service called VSFTPD. So very secure file transmission protocol. RPM hyphen IVH. RPM hyphen IVH, and then so we need to provide the package name to whom we need to install. And it enter. The package it got installed successfully. So I need to know the information related to particular package. I need a help the way the package it got installed. So in which location we'll have the readme notes and these all stuff. Okay. RPM hyphen QL and then VSFTPD. So then hit enter. So see here, these many documents will have related to VSFTPD. See, query list. So you need to know about only documentation. Okay, documents only. So QL, QD instead of QL, you can give QD. Then you will get all the documents related to VSFTPD. So the configuration file related details and everything, each and every information we'll get from. So QD, query documentation. Clear guys? QL and QD. QL, query list. Okay. So RPM hyphen QD and packaging, query documentation. Okay. So we'll get the documents related to. Clear? You can install with the help of sudo. You need to provide sudo permission. apt in Ubuntu, not into RHEL. Okay. So apt is a command in Ubuntu, not in RHEL. Clear? So I hope you got it, guys. RPM hyphen QD query list, QL query list, and QD query documentation. Debian based everything apt I think will have. So Ubuntu is a Debian family operating system. Okay. So we are discussing about Red Hat family. Okay. Red Hat family means Red Hat, and then CentOS, Fedora. These all Red Hat family. Okay. So I hope you got it, guys. RPM. You can use tab, that's enough, Milan. No need to remember the total file name. Just you can type like starting name tree and then you can use tab. Automatically you will get the entire name. So, but you should have into the particular location. I'm coming, Sandeep. First of all, concentrate here. We'll discuss later about them. Okay. I'm coming one by one, one by one. In Amazon Linux also you can use. In Amazon directly you can use like yum command. RPM is doesn't require. So yum you can. Okay. So I'll tell you yum also. Don't worry. First of all, concentrate on RPM. Okay. So by default we'll have the RPM command in our operating system in RHEL 7.0. So how to install the packages with the help of RPM we'll see. Now then we'll see M. So what is the difference between RPM and M? Both I'll give the information. Don't worry, okay? So I'll give the information about both the commands. Don't worry. So first of all, concentrate here. So now, how to update the query configuration files also will have QC. QC, query configuration file. For example, you are installing one service, guys. Okay. So you doesn't know the configuration file related to particular server. How we need to get to query conf files, configuration files. So very simple. So I need to configure the VSFTPD server. I doesn't know the configuration file related to VSFTPD. How to get the configuration file? So very simple. Please remember, it's a very useful option. RPM-QC VSFTPD. Then hit enter. See here. These are all the like files related to VSFTPD, and this is a configuration file related to VSFTPD. The main configuration file. So we'll have .conf. So etc VSFTPD and then VSFTPD.conf. There's a configuration file. You're going to edit this configuration file to configure the any services, like not only for VSFTPD. To know the configuration file related to any service, we should use RPM-QC. So query configuration files you can see. Okay. So I hope you're clear, guys. Query configuration files. Okay. RPM-capital U. RPM-capital UVH. Update. U for update, guys. If you get any new update from your subscriber, maybe from your internet, if you're getting the new update, so related to VSFTPD, related to tree command, related to HTTP, if you're getting the new update, we need to upgrade the package. So we should use this command called RPM-UVH. So UVH, an updated version package name we need to provide. That's it, okay? To update the package. To update the package. RPM-UVH. But we doesn't have any subscription, guys. So we are unable to use this, but let's see here. I'm trying to installing tree command, tree update, and try to provide it. So what it's saying already, we'll have this. So because of that reason, it is not installed. If you're having the new update, it is going to update this package. Clear? I hope you got it, guys. RPM-U, capital UVH. U means updating, V, variables, and hash notation. So V and H is optional. So V and H is optional. Clear? How to uninstall the package? RPM-E, then package name. That's it. To uninstall the packages. RPM-E. E means erase. So E means erase, guys. Okay. So RPM-E. So let's see here. I'm trying to uninstalling the package. So RPM-E is a package. I'm uninstalling tree package now. The tree package it got uninstalled. So let's verify RPM-, so Q and then tree. See, the package tree is not installed. That means we uninstall this package. So let's verify. So execute this tree command. You are unable to execute because it got uninstalled. Clear, guys? I hope you got it. Yes, no? So this is the way you can manage the package with the help of RPM command. You can manage the package with the help of RPM command. Okay. So please make a note. Now what is M? So why in real-time environment most of the people that are using M command? I'll tell you now what is the difference between RPM and M. Practically I will show you. So let's see here. Guys, I'm trying to installing the one bulk package with the help of RPM. So what will happen? Let's see. RPM-IVH HTTPD start. See guys, what happened? I am unable to install this package. I'm unable to resolve the dependencies automatically with the help of RPM command. So while I'm trying to installing this HTTPD star package, what will happen? Let's see here. So we are getting one warning message, HTTPD hyphen 2.4.6 is the version, it's RPM, so header, so version 3, okay, and it having some dependencies. This package, it having some dependencies. Dependencies means supporting softwares. Sometimes if you try to installing any software into Windows, it will ask to you people's like .NET Framework 5.0 it require, so like this, yes, that is called dependency. So without installing the dependencies, you are unable to install the main package. Like the same way, here also HTTP having few dependencies here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dependencies will have. So 7 dependencies we need to install manually. So we need to install the 7 dependencies manually, okay? So now, if we having the 100 dependencies, how you are going to install manually? So 4 to 5 dependencies, still 10 dependencies you can install manually, it's possible. It's not a big deal for us. If you're having the hundreds of the dependencies to the any pack, so while you try to installing the packages into your operating system, okay, while you try to installing the packages into your operating system, the packages it having the thousands of the dependencies, hundreds of the dependencies will have, okay, hundreds of the dependencies will have. So we need to install these many packages, like 100 packages is a bit difficult to us and it will take some time. So to overcome this drawback, they introduced to us M. So what is the difference between RPM and M? With the help of RPM command, we are unable to resolve the dependencies automatically. So because of that reason, we are going to use M command to install the packages. Got it? M is a command. Okay. M full form, LO update and modifier. Okay. M full form, YUM. So LO update and modify. So clear guys, LO update and modify M full form. Okay. So using this M command, so we can able to resolve the dependencies. We can able to resolve the dependencies. Dependencies means supporting softwares you can say. Supporting softwares you can say. So automatically we can able to resolve the dependencies. Guys, in your operating system, in your local machine, so if you're using RHEL 7.0, now at present, you are unable to execute the M command, guys. So we'll have some errors. I'll show you. Let's see here. I have the like repositories. Already I was created few repositories before. I'm trying to delete this repositories. So let's see here. I have the repositories, guys. It doesn't require this repository. By default, in your operating system, you doesn't have this repositories. Okay. Okay. It got deleted. Okay, we doesn't have any repositories now. Okay. Yum clean form. Okay. So repositories got deleted. Okay. CD run run media student RHEL and packages. So I'm into packages now. Now I'm trying to installing the package with the help of RPM yum command. Let's see what will happen. Yum install HTTPD star. So the package is trying to install into our operating system with the help of M command. Still, we are unable to install using M command also because we are getting some errors here. We are getting some error. How we need to resolve these errors? Why we are getting these errors? Guys, we doesn't have any repositories. So repository means one type of database. So this database contains all the packages. So if you take the subscription, by default, you will get the repositories from RHEL peoples. Okay. So if you're having the repositories, you can download the packages from the internet. For example, coming to CentOS, if you install the CentOS, by default, we'll have the repositories. By default, we'll have the repositories. You can download any package from the internet related to CentOS. and you can install it. For example, you need to install the Ansible. So you can download the Ansible from the internet, but you should have the repositories. Okay. So in CentOS, you need a like enterprises Linux related packages. In the sense, you should install the EPL tool. So extra packages for enterprises Linux. Yum install EPL release. Okay. EPL release. After installing the CentOS, you need to execute this command called m update -y. After executing this command, so you need to install yum install, okay, EPEL release. EPEL, I think release, okay. EPL release latest, I think. Okay, so EPEL release version we need to install. So after installing this, you can download the Ansible, you can download the Dockers, whatever if you want, you can download. Okay. I hope you're clear, guys. EPL full form, extra packages for enterprises. Okay, enterprises Linux. So this package you should install in CentOS. In CentOS, after installing the CentOS operating system, we need to install yum update. We need to execute this command m update. So it will take some time. So it depends upon your internet connectivity. And then after that, you can install this. So yum install EPEL release. But I am using RHEL. Yes, I am using RHEL 7.0. That too, I am using isolated operating system. Here, we need to create the repositories manually, then only we can able to install the packages with the help of m command. But in CentOS, I no need to create the like repositories manually. So by default, automatically you will get the repositories. So using that particular repositories, you will get the like packages from the internet. So you can download the packages directly, you can install the packages directly from the internet. But here I'm using RHEL version. RHEL. So how to get the release version? Cat etc Red Hat release. See here. I'm using Red Hat Enterprises Linux Server release 7.0 MapQ version I'm using. So here it's isolated operating system. We doesn't have any subscription. So without subscription, we won't get the repositories from the Red Hat peoples. So because of that reason, what I'm doing is I'm trying to creating my own repository. That means I'm creating my local repositories into this isolated operating system. Okay. After creating the repositories, only then we can able to install the packages. Otherwise, we are unable to install the packages without repositories. Okay. So repository means it's one type of database. Repository means it's one type of database. We are going to collect all the packages from the particular database. We can able to install the packages from anywhere. So no need to go to the run media and these all stuff. So if you create the repositories, that is enough. You can install the packages from anywhere using the particular local repositories. How to create the local repositories, we'll see. Already I was deleted the repositories before. Now again I'm trying to creating the repositories. Please concentrate, guys. Without creating this repositories, you are unable to install the packages with the help of m command into your RHEL 7.0 local machine. Clear? Got it? So from where we need to create this? In which location we need to create this? So in which directory we need to create the repositories? So let's see here. cd yum dot etc cd etc yum dot repos dot d. So here we doesn't have any files and directories. Now I'm trying to creating the one file. You can give any name, but the extension should repo. Okay. Using VM emitter, I'm creating one file called rhl.repo. So instead of RHEL, you can give any name, guys. It's not like this. You need to provide the RHEL only. Okay. So then hit enter. It's one empty file. So we need to edit the content inside this empty file. So what type of content we need to edit? We'll see. Okay. Guys, please concentrate. It's very simple. So I'm creating repository ID. Open the square brackets. Give the repository name as RHEL. Guys, open the square bracket and you can give any name. RHEL is a repository ID name. Okay. The name, so name is equal to Red Hat. You can give any name. It's not like this. You need to provide Red Hat. If you want, you can give your own name also. There is no issues. Okay. So repository name. This is repository ID. Guys, if you want, you can make a note. And it's a repository ID and it's a repository name. Okay. And then base URL. BASE URL. So base URL is equal to open the single quotes and file colon slash slash. File colon slash slash. Here we need to provide the path of the packages. So if you want, you can copy this total DVD into one directory and you can provide the path of the particular directory. So we doesn't have much time to copy this total DVD into our local machine. So it will take some time. So because it's a more than 4 GB file. So because of that, what I'm doing in the sense, I'm trying to take in this location. So where the DVD got located, guys? How will get the location? How will get the path? How will get the path, guys? So df-th is a command. Okay. So run media only. So otherwise you can execute df-dh, no issues. We'll get the DVD path, run media student, same path we need to provide, and close the single quotes here. Close the single quotes here. So then hit enter. Then GPG CHECK check is equal to 0. Proof check is equal to 0. So because we doesn't have any subscription here, so if we having the subscription, we need to enable this GPG. 1 means enable, 0 means disable. I doesn't have any subscription, because of that reason we should disable the GPG check. Okay. Then ENA BLED. Enabled is equal to 1. I am enabling this repositories. Enabling this repositories, save and exit. That's it. If you want, you can make a note, guys. If you want, you can make a note. Okay. So copy. I'm going to paste. Yeah. Yum repos. Okay. So where I need to create this? Yum etc. Yum dot repos dot d, inside the repos dot d RHEL dot repo is a file. RHEL dot repo is a. So inside this repo file we need to write this content and save and quit. That's it. Okay. So go to here. So save and quit. So save and quit. So simple. Save and quit. Then execute one command called mcleanall. Mcleanall. Yes, I clean the cache, so the repositories. So I need to verify whether the repositories is successfully created or not. mrepo list all is a command. Then hit enter. Yes, the repositories report created successfully. See here. The repository ID is RHEL. Then repository name is Red Hat, and it's enable. The total size of the repository is a 4 GB, more than 4 GB. That means the total DVD size. Total DVD size. Then here, no need to go to the run media. So directly can execute the m command from anywhere. So I'm going back to my home directory of the root user. Yum install. Okay. I'm trying to installing HTTPD star. Okay, then hit enter. Yes, the packages it is installing now. So it is asking first one question here. Total download size 4.4 MB. The installation size is 16 MB. If it is extract, it will become 16 MB. Okay. So can we continue to download like installation? If you're providing the S, we are going to continue the installation. D, if you're having the subscription, you're going to get the like new packages from the internet. No, to stop the installation. To stop the installation. No means, so it is going to stop the installation. Okay. So you should not ask like this questions. So here you can give -y option. Then hit enter. It won't ask any question. By default, it will install. Like without any questions, it will install the packages into our operating system. See here. HTTPD related 4 packages will have, 9 dependencies will have. The total 13 packages will have. See. It got installed. Guys, I hope you're clear. So I hope you're clear. So like this, I can install the packages with the help of M command. So first of all, we need to create the repositories. Without creating the repositories, you are unable to install the packages into your RHEL 7.0 operating system. So without subscription. So this is called local repositories, local M repositories. Clear? I hope you got it. Yes, no? Okay. So let's do yum command, few syntaxes and few options here. So how to install the package? Yum install. Yum install M install, and then we need to provide the package. So hyphen y, if you're providing, it won't ask any question. By default, install all the packages. Okay. So now, how to query the package? Yum list, then package name. So yum list package name. Okay. To query the package. Yum list all to query the all packages. To query all packages. Okay. Image file is enough. DVD image file both are same here. I didn't use any DVD. The image file, it will become one DVD there on top of your desktop. It doesn't have any DVD, guys. The image file, it is act like as a DVD. Okay. I used image file to install the operating system. I attached the image file while I'm installing the operating system at the time. Okay. Now, so yum list all, yum clean all. Clean all to clean the yum cache. Cache or cache. Okay. So yum repo list all. Yum repo list all. Repo list all. So how many packages we'll have in our repository? We get. Okay. Okay, I think we have it. So clear? So I hope you got it, guys. Yum repo list all. So how to install the package? I'll post, okay? Visual, don't worry. So how to install the package? Yum install. How to list? Yum list. Yum list all. Yum clean all. Yum repo list all. Okay? Yum info. So M info and package name. package name to query the package. So information will get related to particular package like rpm-q I rpm-qi. So m update and package name. To update the packages, okay. M search all, and we'll have few commands I will show you practically. Some time. So let's see here. M install vsftpd. Otherwise, I'm trying to installing tree package. Yes. So why we need to provide a tree package code install? I need to verify yum list tree. Yes. So it got installed. Installed the package, tree, and then version, and then see guys here. Remember this at the rate. If you having this at symbol, that means the package it got installed. Okay. So now m list bind is a package. Okay. So let's see here. The package bind is available. Okay, but it's not installed. It doesn't have that red symbol. Now I'm trying to installing the bind package. Bind start. I'm installing the bind package. Now let's verify the list. So yum list bind. See, will have the red symbol. If you're having the red symbol, that means it got installed. And clearly it will show you installed. Okay. Yum info bind. Yum info not bind. Have some tree. Okay, already we installed this. Yum info info bind. See, so bind is a package name. It got installed into our operating system architecture, version, and then epic, release date, size, installed with repository, and from RHEL repository got installed, and URL, and there's a description. So what is a user bind? This is DNS server. That's a DNS server. Clear? So DNS server related package. So I hope you got it, guys. So yum list all. So you need to verify all the like packages. Yum list all. So these many packages will have into our repositories. Okay. Yum clean all to clean the cache. Yum repo list all already we executed this all stuff. Okay. So yum info, yum update. Guys, I'm using isolated operating system. So because of that reason, it doesn't have any updates here. So it's not registered because of that reason. We are able to download the new updated packages from the yum search all. Guys, for example, you are installing web server. You doesn't know what type of package we need to install for web server. Right, the time you can use this command and search all, and then give the like server name like this, web server. It will provide you all the packages related to web server. Got it? This is also very useful command. So it's also very useful option inside. Okay. So yum SQL, and here we doesn't have SQL, we'll have MariaDB. So SQL will rename as a MariaDB, okay? Why without any question it will install? So if you're not providing the -y option, what will happen in the sense? It will ask the question y, d, n like this. So if you manually we need to provide the y, then only it is going to install. While you are trying to installing the like packages at the time itself only, if you're providing the y, you want to ask like this question y, d, n like this. Automatically it will install. Okay. Right. Good. So next, yum history. How many times I was installed the package, how many times I was uninstalled the packages, everything we can able to get. So how to uninstall the package, let's say. Yum remove, httpd, okay, star icon. I'm trying to uninstalling this httpd package, okay. See, yum history, ID number is 5. I'm logging with the help of student user only in this operating system. I switch from the student to that is a different story. Okay, so and so time, and got actions erased. And how many packages we erased? 4 packages we erased. I need to recall these packages. I need to undo these packages. Yum history undo, and then we need to provide the ID number. Automatically it will install. Got it, guys? So like this again, install, uninstall packages using yum history, m history, and m history undo, whatever it's here. So I hope you got it, guys. The differences between yum and then rpm, and then number we need to give. ID number. ID number. Clear? So I hope you got it. So this is a way you can install the packages into your RHEL 7.0 using M command. Yes, guys. Any doubts? Any questions? So DNS is a one server. Already I was given this information long back. So somebody may ask what is DNS and DHCP and stuff. So DNS means domain name services. It will resolve the host name to IP address to host name. Guys, who is using here like the CentOS, you need to execute this both the commands. Okay, EPEL version. So if you require history, I'll give the history also. History. So I hope you got it, guys. Tomorrow we'll start new concept called disk management. Disk management. So package management, service management, and then disk management. Disk management will take 3 days. Disk management concept and LVM concept, both it will take more than 3 days. Okay, then after that we'll start networking concept. Okay. Anyone show how to change the directory to RHEL image file? run media RHEL. So this is a command we need to use. CD run media student RHEL 7.0 DVD. Inside the DVD will have the one folder called directable package. CentOS it got stopped that VLAN. So you can use, there is no issues at present for your practical purpose. It will take some time to stop the CentOS, okay? So they stopped the CentOS also, guys. I don't know why these people are doing like this. So because of commercial things, that's it. If they're providing for a CentOS free of cost, everybody they're using CentOS to in real-time environments also. Because of that reason, they stopped the like production for CentOS, and they introduced to us some different name. So CentOS it got introduced to us. Maybe for 2 to 3 years we can able to use, but we won't get any update for CentOS. Okay. Yes. So while you are trying to, you need to create the repositories. The entries we need to create in the RHEL 7.0. Okay. Then only we can able to install the packages with the help of M-Command. In CentOS doesn't require. Okay. CentOS doesn't require. Got it, guys? Yes. Any doubts? Any questions? Okay. So, okay, guys, we having any doubts how to install the packages in Resolve, please let me know. So, from tomorrow onwards, we'll do disk management. Okay. So, don't miss the class tomorrow. It's a very, very important session tomorrow. Okay. So, first of all, I'm going to provide some theoretical information. After completing this theoretical information, then we'll do the like practical session, how to create the partition, how to store the data in the particular partition, how to create the swap partition, additional swap partition. I doesn't have any commands, guys, because it got reset. So if you're having anybody like can communicate to your friends, like maybe guys, if you're having anybody Friday commands, please provide to some guy who's asking. I doesn't have, guys, the operating system it got reset. Packages file. Guys, the packages file, it's not a file, it's a directory. Please find this packages directory into your DVD image file. Again, why I need to put the like packages directory into the Google Drive? Already you will have the ISO image. Now inside the ISO image, you will have the packages directory. सचिन समझ में आया नहीं आया आपको? ISO image is available, guys. So somebody they downloaded, and still I share the link to someone like another class people also, 4 o'clock batch people also. I share the image for them also. So people they downloaded the image. So why I don't know you are not getting the image. So if you doesn't have, if you are unable to get the image from the link, please try to download from internet. Okay. So go to like directly, you can go to the like some pirated sites will have. Otherwise, you can create the account into the Red Hat. Then you can download the official image from the Red Hat. Okay. So here we doesn't have how to install MySQL. So we'll have the MariaDB package we need to install. While I'm trying to teaching the bash scripting at the time, I will show you how to install the MariaDB. So we'll have the one script to take a database backup. Because of that reason, at the time I will install. Okay. So MySQL and these all we doesn't have in our syllabus, guys. Services we doesn't have. While I'm teaching the bash scripting at the time, I'm going to install the MariaDB instead of MySQL. It's updated version. So MySQL updated version is a MariaDB. So how to install the MariaDB? How will you take a database backup? So at the time we'll see. Okay. So okay, guys. Yes. Do you have any notes? Any questions? Okay. See you tomorrow. Bye. Take care.